that she was in the Women in Comedy Festival, and she is related to Lizzie Borden's lawyer. Huh? So we got a real star in the house. Give it up for her. It is Carrie Ross, everybody.
Yeah, my dad thinks I'm going to murder him all the time because he can't read. So when I tell him, no, we're not related to her, I'm going to tell you before I murder you. Anyways, I like my men like I like Michael Bolton. Not really. No, he's a good singer, just not in my house. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I remember, like, before I came out, I was like, well, no, I was trying to send a text to my mom that said, I'm not opposed to riding downtown, but the message I sent her said, I'm not opposed to riding D. So, she was like, really, since when? Stop lying. Yeah, I have anyways, here's a story about queefing. One time I was in the psych ward and there was this girl named Beth who told me, I can queef on cue, and I was like, really, prove it. So I was trying to fit in. And then she did it, but when she did it, a janitor was walking by and then he threw up everywhere. I was like, come on, nerd, it's just air. Why do you have to be so difficult? Yeah, so I have autism spectrum disorder, and it is expensive. Yeah, there's that Swedish climate change activist, Greta Thunberg, whatever, and then she was saying that having Asperger's was her superpower. Like, I was a little offended. Well, like, not offended. I was just like, hey, autism is a spectrum, so you're on the I'm good at math end of the spectrum, and I'm on the wrote a poem about ranch dressing end of the spectrum. Way different. Yeah. Being in school was a hoot for me. Yeah. I remember I was on the volleyball team, and then one day during a game, the volleyball hit my boob and went flying, and then everybody started calling me Titty 5000. That nickname didn't stick. I was so frustrated. Ooh. And then, like, I remember this girl was really mean to me. Like, one day in math class, she just out of nowhere threw up this hot pink goop everywhere. And I just remember thinking, why does she have to be so good at everything? So not fair. Yeah. Yeah, so I hate nature and I love them all. That's my impression of a razor scooter. Yeah, so yeah, I am taking my mental health very seriously, but I really used to not do that. Like, I was in a session with my therapist. It was like one of the first sessions I had with them, and he just said, what's one thing that annoys you? And I just said, anything with Zach Braff in it that isn't a coffin. And I was like, oh shit, that's so mean. I didn't even know I had that kind of meanness in me. Then I remember I told that joke this one time, and I walked outside, and I wasn't wearing my glasses, and I walked past this bench, and I was like, oh shit, was that Zach Braff standing next to that bench? And then I put my glasses back on, it was just a trash can. Me being mean again, I'm so not mean, I swear to you. I am not mean, usually, yeah. I'm a type 1 diabetic, and I have an insulin pump. And a lot of times people see it and they're like, oh my God, is that my iPod? And I'm always like, yeah, it's an iPod and it plays Candy by Mandy Moore. I'm in trouble. I don't know what songs start with insulin, so that's all I have for him. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely never going to have kids because I lit too many batteries growing up. I always forget how mean kids are. Like, I was babysitting a 5-year-old who called me a gonorrhea face. That has a future. Finance, something weird like that. Please. Man. If you ever watched that TV show Downton Abbey, you should talk to me after the show because I've never seen it. That'll be a really fascinating conversation. You watch Downton Abbey? No. Oh my God, we're so different. We should form a band. I'd love to hear that music. Yeah, so I have a twin brother, and like I have diabetes, and he doesn't have diabetes, so I don't know what the hell happened. Or what he did. No, I guess he stole all of the good juice. Floating around in my mother's uterus. Yeah. Oh yeah, another reason I'm not going to have kids is because my uterus is backwards. No, it is. That's true. No, it is, and that'll be a nice excuse to use when the hammer comes down. That's going to happen. Yikes. Yep. This is very nice. I'm originally from the Midwest, so I grew up in Michigan. Like I really miss the Midwest because, like in the Midwest, kids will stab each other because a dude named Slender Man told them to. Anyone remember that? Kind of weird. Yeah, I struggled with an eating disorder growing up. So I was just thinking, man, if I ever met Slender Man, I would just be like, how are you so skinny, you goddamn piece of shit? Why is your skin so clear also? What the hell? Yeah, my eating disorder was a little weird because I remember like I get all these weird emails with subject lines reading maximum damage to your anus, $39.99. And I'd be like, oh shit, that's a deal. You mean I don't have to sit on any more fireworks? That was getting expensive. Jeez. I like action movies too, so I remember when I was in group therapy for my eating disorder, it was right around the time that movie The Purge came out. So, yeah. I really wanted to talk about it, but I couldn't. So I was just really vague about it. So I was like, has anyone seen that new movie with the guys running around being assholes? And our therapist was just like, Reservoir Dogs? Well, I guess that's an old movie, but you just described every movie I've ever seen. I don't know what to tell you about it. Anyways, I've been sober for 6.5 months, which is really good. Everyone kept telling me, they were telling me about how healthy it is to be sober, and like I wasn't sure at first, because the first few days I was just doing weird shit, like writing fan fiction about Osama bin Laden and Jessica Simpson, like asking weird questions like, what if the Grinch was also a sex offender? I don't know. There are multiple different ways to ruin Christmas. That's the only point I was trying to make. Anyways, it's been, back to having diabetes for a moment. Like, I remember I was in the library once, and the library, like, my insulin pump was beeping, and then the librarian asked me to turn it off. And I was like, I can't do that. Hey, how about you turn your lungs off? Then we will see who wins this battle, madam. Not going, already wasn't going well. Anyways, the diabetes is very interesting. I don't know. Anyways, if you ever want to, if you ever wanted to read my diary, just one page would say dead, and then the next page would say marriage. I don't know. That was it. Anyways, you guys have been fantastic.
time for her.